Yeah, hi. Good morning, viewers. My name is Wasim Ahmad, and I'm the health and safety consultant, lead trainer for the past 20 years in Saudi Arabia. The purpose of making this video today is just to add some value in the current hard times we are all passing through. Uh, we all know that due to Covid-19 and pandemic and other related issues, each one of us is stressful nowadays. So the topic we have selected is stress. We'll be looking at four major things here. What stress is, what are the causes and types of stress, uh, how it may affect our health in the short term as well as long term, and how to cope up with the situations, what are the solutions to reduce the stress levels. So guys, as per recent researches done in United States, stress is seventh leading cause of death in United States. 30% of the people are more vulnerable towards deaths because of the stress factor. In our language, in health and safety, we call it a silent killer, and a stressed worker or employee or a person is a walking hazard basically. He may further invite incidents, accidents, any unpleasant situations or conditions because of the stress factor he is involved in. For example, a driver driving a vehicle, if he is stressed, he may lose his concentration and meet an accident due to the stress factor he is involved in. So guys, we have to take it seriously, and we need to be looking at how it works basically. It's basically, the story starts with our brain. When we look at a certain situation or a condition, it can be a threat, it can be a fearful condition, it can be any unpleasant situation or a news. Then our brain gives signals to kidneys to release certain chemicals which may further make liver to increase high blood sugars in the blood, and this is one of the major causes of increased heart rates and increased blood pressures. And if the conditions persist for long times, it converts into different diseases. For example, brain stroke, heart attacks, diabetes, high blood pressures, and hypertension and other related problems. So one thing is very much clear: stress is not at all good for health, even in the short term or the long term. It can create acute problems, it can create chronic problems later on. We need to make sure that we are avoiding stressful conditions and we cope up with these situations. Now, we categorize stress in three major categories. It can be psychological, it can be physical, and it can be behavioral. All are critical conditions, and looking at the situations, we need to make a strategy to avoid such situations. Guys, a rule of thumb is you have three major tools to cope up with this. Either you remove yourself from that situation, if it is possible. For example, you are involved in a job where you are always stressed because of the workload and supervisor related issues. So try to find another job, remove yourself from the situation if you can. But sometimes it is not possible, you don't have any other opportunity in the market, you have to stick to that condition. Then try to change the situation, try to do consultation with your employer, try to share your workload with others, try to improve your conditions, try to change. And if you can't change even, then you have to accept the situation, third one. So you have to accept the situation, telling yourself, thanks God you have a job. In the current times when most of the people, they have lost their jobs, you still have a job, you still have earnings for your family. So you can be thankful, you accept the situation pleasantly and move on. This is one way of reducing stress levels. Other ways include general tips, basically. For example, improving your appetite, food habits, involving yourself into daily exercising and all those things, having good sleep, having good amount of water in the body, and also you can further go on for medical assistance if the situation persists. If you think you are stressed always, you need to seek medical attention and take care of yourself. There is a saying that you always have 5 balls in your hand, and out of those 5 balls, 4 are fragile balls. If you play with them, they will break. One is the flexible ball, and unfortunately, we all deal that flexible ball as a fragile ball, and we deal the other 4 fragile balls as flexible balls. So what are those balls? Basically, your health, your self-esteem, your credibility, and your social networks or your relationships. These are the 4 fragile balls. You can't play with them. If you have a health condition, even if you have millions in your bank account, you will not enjoy those bucks in your bank account because your health is not good. If you have family related issues, again you will not enjoy the money you have in your pocket. If you have social network related issues or relation related issues, or if you have credibility related issues or self-esteem, these 4 balls you can't play. If you have any issue with them, you can't survive. So you have to take very good care of these 4 fragile balls to avoid breaking them. The only flexible ball is your career, your job. Okay? You throw it, it will come back. So we are doing the opposite. We put all our energy, we lose our health, we lose our credibility, we lose our relationships to save our jobs. And at the end of the day, what you have to leave the job one day, but you lost the other 4 things also. So you need to make sure that you give adequate time to each one of these balls and try to improve yourself to tackle with these situations. Nowadays we have plenty of time sitting at home due to pandemic, so you can improve yourself by improving your skills. Okay, each one of us need communication skills, negotiation skills, leadership skills, decision making skills, and as per your job related, you can get some training programs, you can get some certifications in these times. You can use your positive energy. We all have positive and negative energies inside. So try to use your positive energy to boost up your morale, and always think positively, always do positive things, always meet positive people. This is very important. One of the most important tip I want to give you to reduce stress level is, whenever you are stressed, try to share it out with your dear ones who have a positive attitude. And this is one of the way that you can release internal pressure to your dear ones and get some solutions out of that. We hope that each one of us will stay safe in these times. Stay safe, stay home, and we'll see you in another video. Thank you very much.